All right, y'all. Guess what? Spain. Is it Spain? Yeah, Spain and Argentina fought it out for the World Cup. And Spain defeats Argentina in extra time to win the 2026 World Cup. I took myself off the stage. World Cup. So, congratulations to Spain. Spain is back on top of the football world in a tense final at New York, New Jersey Stadium. Spain defeated defending champion Argentina 1-0 in extra time, capturing the nation's second men's World Cup champion and its first time since 2010. So that deciding moment arrived in the 106th minute. Nico Williams helped create the opening, and Torres finished the move to give Spain the only goal it would need. After more than 100 minutes of pressure, possession, and missed opportunities, Spain finally broke through Argentina's defense. Excuse me, y'all. Argentina spent the closing stages playing with 10 men after Fernandez received a second yellow card. Goalkeeper Martinez repeatedly kept Argentina in the match, turning away Spanish opportunities as Spain dominated the shot count and controlled much of the possession. For Argentina, the defeat ends in its attempt to win consecutive World Cups. The final may also mark Messi's last appearance on the tournament's biggest stage, closing another chapter in one of football's most celebrated careers. For Spain, the victory represents the return of global power. This generation entered the tournament carrying the weight of Spain's 2010 champions while attempting to establish its own identity. It did so with patience, young talent, and a willingness to keep attacking even as the match appeared headed toward penalties. Tonight, that moment belongs to Torres. Argentina leaves a proud defending champion that fought until the end. So let's look at a little bit. It was hard, like finding a reference video, but we are going to see. And then I do want to get into something a little bit controversial before I move on from Spain. So let me get this pulled up for y'all. Let's see. Here we go.
Match, Spain ultimately emerged victorious, defeating the defending champions Lionel Messi and Argentina to win the FIFA World Cup final.
The two teams faced off in the New York, New Jersey Stadium with the first ever FIFA World Cup halftime show. The game was scoreless until Spain got on the board in that extra time. Argentina fighting until the very last second, but it was La Roja who eventually came out on top, winning their second World Cup title.
Fans from all over the world gathering to watch the two teams battle it out. KTLA's Jillian Smuggler live in Inglewood, where fans celebrated the big final game. Jillian, a lot of fun out there.
A lot of fun, Sandra. It's been a lot of fun. And tonight, fans are still celebrating out here. Now, obviously, the crowds have really thinned out a bit, but remember, it's been 39 full days of World Cup celebrations across Los Angeles. And today, fans gathered one last time to watch history together.
The final whistle marked the end of a month that turned Southern California into the center of the soccer world. At Intuit Dome Plaza in Inglewood, fans packed the free community watch party for one last chance to experience the magic of the World Cup together.
Oh my God, it was a great experience. Good game all the way through. You know, I don't know, man, my heart was beating the whole time.
Some came decked out in red, others proudly wore blue and white. And for plenty of families,
I want to see the future of soccer.
I'm ready for Messi.
A house divided.
If Spain wins, we're locking you out of the house.
Just feet away from the giant screen, the next generation created its own memories, kicking the ball around while dreaming of a one day playing on soccer's biggest stage.
Great to having the feeling to watch the players that we still might be able to play with one day and have fun and be one of the greatest of all time.
For longtime fans,
They did a great job this time around since 1994. I was here in 94, right? I watched it. But here, this time, they had it all over the city, from place to place. It was a whole party. Excellent party.
Others hope to witness one more historic moment from Lionel Messi.
I'm Messi fan. I know he already won one time, but if his last dance, I hope he won him too. He deserved it.
While younger fans look towards soccer's next biggest stars.
I just love his skill and like how young he is, and I hope he wins the World Cup today.
Even inside blended families.
For my stepson, and he likes Spain. Jamal's one of his favorite players. So new generation, you know, they like the new stuff. So it's so exciting. doesn't like history.
In the end, Spain celebrated another World Cup title. And the playful family rivalry continues.
All you guys out now. It's my house.
But beyond the final score, fans say the biggest victory was something much bigger than soccer.
It's soccer. It brings us all together, and we're all one big family at the end. Soccer, how close it brings everybody together. With all the craziness around us, just the sport just brings everybody together.
All right, y'all. So, congratulations to Spain for winning the Men's World Cup. I do want to play this other thing, though. So, there's a lot of controversy going on surrounding the World Cup halftime show. They're saying that, hey, it's too much like the NFL halftime show. They're doing too much and all that. Now, I didn't find like something like exactly talking about it. It's been rumored, but I did find this one podcast who had a call in, and he did express his opinion on why he didn't enjoy the halftime show. But I'm thankful. I'm thinking that in a couple of days, though, there will be more reports of people who enjoyed the halftime show, who didn't enjoy the halftime show, so on and so forth. It'll be controversial. Let's see. All right.
Here's Brody Brazil.
The voicemail line is always open, always ready for you at 8334-BRODY. I don't pick up the phone, but I do listen to all the messages, and then I get to play back and respond to the very best ones.
Hi, Brody. This is Kyle calling from Orange County, California.
Not Phil?
As a lifelong soccer fan, I have thoroughly enjoyed watching this World Cup tournament. The action's been fantastic. It's been a wonderful thing seeing all the great attendance and the people from foreign countries loving the United States. And now we're all set for the championship game, which I'm definitely going to watch, but one little issue I have with it.
Okay.
The fact that they're going to have 3 different acts perform as a halftime show, trying to be like the Super Bowl, I just think it's an unnecessary distraction. I understand why they're doing it. It's all about ratings. It's all about money. But for soccer, I just think doing that big of a halftime show is even more of a distraction than it is in football and could definitely affect the quality of the game.
Exactly.
I don't think there should be any halftime show, even for the championship game of the World Cup in soccer. I just think it's unnecessary, but money talks, so they're going to do it no matter what, but I don't like it. I'll still watch the game, but I'll probably take a long break during the halftime show. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that, Brody. Thank you so much. I'm a subscriber to your channel. You do an awesome job. Keep up the good work, buddy.
Kyle, thank you so much. And if you ever see Phil roaming around Orange County, tell Phil I said hi. Look, I agree with you. And I think this is the Americanization of the World Cup. They're trying to make it more like the Super Bowl because that's what the Super Bowl is largely known for. Besides the football game and besides the commercials, there's always a halftime show. Well, there always hasn't been, but it's become a thing, right? Through the 80s and the 90s, the halftime show is just as much part of the Super Bowl as pretty much anything else to the casual football fan. I say American football fan. I know I've got to be clear on that here, but we're talking soccer. We're talking proper football here. And this year's halftime show is going to be the first ever for a World Cup final. Madonna, Shakira, and BTS, the group, all performing. This was all curated by Coldplay's Chris Martin. So you've got star power all across the board here. They're not cutting corners on who is appearing in this halftime act. But are we really talking about a whole group, another artist, and a third artist? How long is this going to go? Because in soccer matches during this entire tournament, there's been a format. And you can always appreciate this about soccer. It runs on the clock. Well, minus stoppage time, and there's always a question on that. But it's generally a time frame, and halftime is a very fixed time frame. It's 15 minutes. But that's not going to be the case in the most important soccer game you could.
Oh, so I think more so because I ran across this whenever I was putting the show together, and I said controversy. I said, let me see what this is about. So I think it's more so the fact that there's at the halftime, the break would be longer. Therefore, the players not staying warmed up while they are taking that break for halftime. So it was normally going to be, where their halftime is normally 15 minutes, but with the performance itself, it would make the break 25 to 30 minutes. So I'm seeing where the controversy can come in around it. If they do get some updates on this, or if somebody does come out talking about it a little bit more, then I'll cover it again next week or sometime this week. Maybe on the radar on No Middleman. So we'll see how that rolls this week. With that being said, make sure y'all hit that like button. If you're catching this on the rewatch, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button most importantly, and turn on those notifications so you know when I'm going live and you can join me in the conversation while I'm live. So that was Beyond the Scoreboard, where we were talking about Spain winning the World Cup. And now we're going to move on to my last segment, which is Soul Reset. One of my favorite segments, because with all the heavy news that I just reported on, it brings us around to a heartwarming moment as well. So